This happened in the fall of 2019, somewhere in the northern forests of Oregon. Andrew wasn't new to camping. He had done it many times before, hiking deep into the woods, sleeping alone in a tent, far away from people, noise, and the constant pressure of everyday life. That's exactly why he went. He wanted silence, no phone signal, no internet, no distractions, just him, his tent, and an old handheld radio he brought just in case. He arrived late in the afternoon. The sun was already dipping behind the trees, casting long shadows across the forest floor. After walking for about an hour, he found a small clearing. It was perfect. He set up his tent, gathered some firewood, and lit a small fire. Everything felt calm, safe, normal. Until that night. Around 11 p.m., Andrew was lying in his sleeping bag, staring into the darkness, trying to fall asleep. That's when he heard it. A faint crackle. He frowned. The sound came again, static. His eyes shifted toward the radio lying next to him. It was off, he was sure of it, but then a voice. Distorted, weak, almost whispering. "Can you hear me?" Andrew froze. Slowly, he reached for the radio and picked it up. The screen was black, no lights, no signal, and yet, "Don't turn around." The voice sounded closer this time, too close, not like it was coming from the radio, more like right outside the tent. Andrew's chest tightened. He didn't move, didn't breathe. He just stared at the fabric wall in front of him. Seconds passed, then silence. Slowly, carefully, he reached forward and unzipped the tent just a few inches. Cold air rushed in. He looked outside. Nothing. Just trees, darkness, and the faint glow of his dying campfire. No one was there. He let out a shaky breath. Maybe it was interference. Maybe someone nearby was using a similar frequency. Maybe his mind was just playing tricks on him. He zipped the tent back up and lay down again. But sleep never came. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the radio exploded with sound, loud static, sharp, violent. Andrew flinched. Then the voice came back, clearer this time, stronger. "You already looked, didn't you?" A wave of cold washed over him, slowly. Without thinking, he turned his head and looked. Behind the tent, something was standing there, a figure, tall, too tall. Its shape didn't look human. It was perfectly still. Completely silent, just standing there, watching. Andrew couldn't see its face, but he knew it was looking right at him. Then the radio crackled again. "I told you not to," and in that exact moment, the figure disappeared, not walked away, not ran, it just vanished, like it was never there. That was enough. Andrew didn't stay another second. He burst out of the tent, leaving everything behind, his backpack, his gear, even the radio. He ran, straight into the darkness. Branches hit his face. His heart pounded in his ears. He didn't stop, didn't look back. He just followed the GPS on his phone, running blindly through the forest for almost an hour, until he reached his car. He got in, locked the doors, and drove, without stopping, without thinking, without looking back. The next morning he came back, but not alone. He brought 2 friends with him. Together, they returned to the clearing. The tent was still there, so was everything else. Nothing seemed disturbed, except for one thing. Right behind the tent, there were footprints, large, misshapen, not human, and something about them didn't make sense. They only went one way. There were no tracks leading away, no signs of where they came from. They just started there, as if something had appeared out of nowhere and stood right behind him. Andrew never went back to that forest again, and he threw the radio away. But sometimes, late at night, when everything is quiet, he still thinks he can hear it, that faint crackle, that whisper. "Now, turn around."